spokesmen for the city and the state have been talking for a while, and we've been listening to their estimates for weeks now on what the city and the state think the debt really is. Well, what we found is that Detroit is billions of dollars more in debt than those previous estimates. When State Treasurer Andy Dillon met with Action News, he was asked about the true debt figure, what Detroit has borrowed over the years and currently owes. In part, he attributed his answer to Conrad Mallett, one of the team members who were about to look closely at the city's financial picture.
In our report, it says, debt and liabilities north of $12 billion. And then, as Justice Mallett said, well, if I wanted to find it with the interest number, it's up to $17 billion.
Yes, $17 billion with a B dollars when you include interest. But the real figure is even higher. According to the Citizens Research Council, a nonprofit, nonpartisan better government organization that's been around for nearly a century. The CRC puts Detroit's total debt at about $20 billion. That includes $5 billion to cover health care, dental, and other promises for retirees in decades to come, and $1 billion for the unfunded liabilities to pension funds.
The city has made a lot of promises, has entered into a lot of agreements, has made a lot of decisions that cost huge amounts of money. At the same time that the city has developed all of these big debts going forward all the way to 2036 and beyond, the revenues that the city has to meet those obligations are shrinking.
Betty Buss worked in the city's budget department for many years, but has been the senior researcher at the Citizens Research Council for many more. Contract agreements made with Detroit's retirees require support years into the future, which must be a part of projections at least 30 years out.
And that's the crunch, is that you've got these obligations to bondholders, to former retirees, to current city employees, and the pie shrinking. And so, the resources are declining, and yet there's all this debt and obligations for future payments hanging out there, and that's really creating part of the crisis.
A crisis indeed. Add up the principal and interest, Detroit's long-term debt approaches a staggering $20 billion. The governor's financial review team will be looking closely at the books in the coming weeks, and the Citizens Research Council also plans a deeper dive into the numbers. What to do about what they find will determine Detroit's financial future.
Wow, anyone hearing this, $20 billion, they've got to be really scared to hear this, especially if you're nearing retirement and you worked in Detroit all of your life.
It's not just that. Apparently, having to pay the interest on this debt means that fewer services will be available to the people of the city of Detroit. And a lot of this is coming out now because there are changes in the law that require all municipalities and all state entities to essentially make sure that you're stating the complete picture, the long-term picture, and what the numbers really are.
So it all has to be out there for everyone to see.
Absolutely.
Scary numbers.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
We know you'll continue to follow this story, Bill. Thank you very much.